Hey guys, so we're going to go ahead and start out on our portal. We're going to click on Desmos Calculator, which takes us to the Texas version, the star test version of our Desmos Calculator. I'm going to go ahead and hit this plus sign on the left side of the screen and hit table. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a regression. So basically I have 2 points, 3 points, or I have a table of numbers. I can go ahead and put that into my X and Y table. So I'm going to make up something. So my x values are 1 with a y value of -1, and my x value is 2, my y value is 3, my x value is 7. Okay, I'm going to go ahead, that's all of my data that I have. I'm going to press this backslash with the dots here next to 1, and it says add regression. So I'm going to go ahead and click that, and it does this really cool thing where it goes straight to linear regression. So if you notice, this does look like a line. Not a perfect line, but it does look like a line. And so if you notice, it came up with this equation, y equals 2.57x minus 3. And then it gives us some extra information, and we only care about this equation and this regular lowercase r equals value. So this r equals value, if it is a positive close to +1, it is a strong positive. If it is a negative closer to -1, it's a strong negative. And then the closer it is to 0, the weaker it is. So here, 0.982 is a very strong positive, making this line meaning that it is a pretty positive line. So what I could do is I can highlight this and I can press Control C. That way I can copy, paste, and this is really cool. So notice now the line's red. But what I can do is instead of having this say y, I can type in f of x because we know that y and f of x are the same thing. So I can change that to f of x. And you're like, well, what is that good for, miss? Well, if I want to say, hey, what about when x is 7? Well, when x is 7, y is about 15. Now, I could go plug this into the actual equation, how we've done before when we've evaluated, but this is kind of a shortcut. So we just said f of 7, and then it tells us 15. Or you're like, okay, well, what if it's f of negative 2? And so I could do that, and it tells me it's about -8. So notice this step is really important here where we replaced y with f of x. Otherwise, that doesn't work. So you do have to have f of x in order for these two steps to work right here. Okay, so that's a quick one there. I'm going to give you another one. So I'm going to go ahead and hit table, and I'm going to type in 0, 1, 2, and let's do 4. And then let's start with 5, 7, 9, and 12. Let's do that. Okay, so we have this, and I'm going to go ahead and do the linear regression. So I clicked those dots with the backslash. Notice it says linear. Later on, we'll use quadratic and exponential, but right now, this is still looking at a nice, pretty line. And so we know this is a line because firstly, we can see it. And secondly, this r equals 1 is telling us that this is a perfect correlation at r equals 1. It is a strong positive. Now notice my equation is y equals 2x plus 5. I'm going to go ahead and Control C that to copy it. And instead of y, I'm going to change it to f of x. And then I can say, okay, what about when x is 21? Y is 47. What about when x is -3? Y is -1. And there you go. So you can do the regression, get the equation where my slope is 2, my y-intercept is 5. I can also check it out on here. My y-intercept is 5. my slope is moving up 2 and over 1, and then I can make predictions. Okay, so that is how you do a regression on the Desmos calculator. We're going to be using this a lot this year, so make sure you remember these steps and become super familiar with it. It works as long as you have at least 2 points for a line, which is really cool. So it will help you if you've been struggling with slope. Hope this is helpful. Thank you guys.